going? Thanks so much for choosing to spend a bit of time with me again. Last Wednesday, this turned 5. The book's have birthdays. Well, no, my book has a birthday. It's 5 years ago since this was published. So what I've done is I've come up with the 5 things that I'm most proud of or most grateful for when it comes to this book. Now, look, quick disclaimer, there are way more than 5, but I tried to narrow it down to 5. Also, stick around to the end of the video to find out the really, really simple way of how you can win a signed copy of this. So stick around to the end to find out about that. So the first thing I'm really, really grateful for is David Givens and the Liffey Press. So David and his company, the Liffey Press, actually, I'll leave the link below, and if you want to buy any of my books, that's definitely the best place to go and get them. So David is my publisher and he's also my editor. A fantastic editor at that, Dave. Good man. But he very quickly became so much more than that. I was introduced to his family, got to meet his beautiful wife, his lovely 2 sons. I got to meet his brother-in-law who made a huge impact in my life. But David himself has just been a mentor, a friend. He's just been an absolutely amazing person to have in my life. And he took a chance on this. He believed in it. And we've been on some journey since. I never say that journey. We've been on a massive journey ever since. So the first thing I'm really grateful for is David Givens and the Liffey Press. Thanks so much, Dave. Alright, number 2. So number 2 on the list is how proud I am that the people who read the book really took the characters into their hearts. And there's some characters in that book, like some of the lads, the inmates, from Budgie or the little fella or Stretch or Handsome to some of the officers like the Gaffer. There really are some cool characters in there, but none more so than my 2 best friends, Smithwhicks and Fitzer. Smithwhicks, one of the most kindest, generous people I've ever met in my entire life, and I just love his company, and he's one of the funniest people I've ever met in my life too. And he's a huge supporter of this channel, so Smithwhicks, cheers buddy. And then the other one of course is Fitzer. And look, I owe this bloke my life. He's the man who woke me up, the man who clattered me around the head and made me cop on to what a gobshite I was. He's been the greatest friend I've ever had. I'd be lost without him. So I'm so proud that you guys that read the book, you took all the characters into your heart, but especially you took Fitzer and Smithwicks into your heart. That makes me so proud. We're getting quite emotional now, aren't we? So here's point number 3. Third thing on the list, and I suppose it's something that I'm proud of and I'm grateful for at the same time, and that's Lily and the fact that she's proud of me. Tear warning, there's definitely going to be tears here. Look, before I ended up in prison, I didn't give this woman any reason to be proud of me. She'd probably argue that I did, but I'm telling you now I didn't. And it's not just the stuff that led me to prison. It's the person I was, the lies I told, the way I treated people. I brought so much embarrassment and shame to this woman. And then I cap it all off by going to prison. And yet, she just constantly stayed by my side and supported me. And I remember in prison thinking that I just want to make her proud. That if I can make her proud, maybe all this bullshit I put her through would be worth it. I don't know. And I'll never forget, at the launch of Joys of Joy, she came up to me after my speech and told me she told me how proud she was of me, and I'll never forget that moment for as long as I live. And then, not long after the book was published, I signed a contract to get this fucking thing, hang on, to get that turned into a film. I mean, look, I can't talk, full stop. I can't talk about any of this. When I can, trust me, you just won't shut me fucking up about it. But my mum has got to meet with Nathan and James, the director and the producer, and it's just blown her mind. Thank you both, by the way, for doing that. And although I'm not allowed to talk about it now, I'm allowed to talk about it with my mum, so she knows what's going on. And again, she's just so proud of me. So yeah, the fact that I made my mum proud, I have a lot to owe this book for, so yeah. I love you, ma. Okay, number 4. The next one has got to be The Late Late Show. I'm proud and grateful for that one, I can tell you. What an incredible experience, what an amazing night. I'll never forget, I was on after a segment about farm animals where there was pigs and sheep and all on the stage, and I went to an ad. So I had no nerves whatsoever. I knew what I wanted to do. I wanted to go out there and not start playing the little tiniest violin in the world, not start blaming anybody else on the reason why I went to prison or playing, you know, the poor me card. Just want to go out and tell the truth. So I'm backstage and I'm about to go on, and there's this deadly girl backstage and she has the headphones on, and she said, can I give you a bit of advice before you go out? I said, yeah. She goes, make sure you wave. I said, feck off, I'm not waving. Hi, I'm your friendly ex-prisoner, hi. She goes, no, seriously, watch. And she walked out and she demonstrated what it looked like if somebody just came out and just walked straight out. And then she did an example of walking out and waving. Of course, if anyone is saying it, I do that really apologetic, stupid way where I walk out, I pause a second and go, And I walk on again. The interview was amazing. Ryan Tuberty was absolutely incredible. But the way he treated my mum after the show, where he just went into the green room and he sat with her for about 10 minutes and just shut everyone else out. I'll never forget him for that. And also crying on national television about my ma. I'm really, really proud of that. So yeah, the Late Late Show, all thanks to Joys of Joy. Wow. Right, one more, let's go. And the last thing that I'm really, really grateful for about this book, and as corny as this sounds, I'm really grateful for you. So look, the majority of you guys that follow me on Facebook and on Instagram only started following me because you read this. The journey that we've all been on for the last 5 years has just been amazing. The support you've shown me, the support you've shown my friends, my family, my mum. You lot are absolutely amazing. I don't care if I sound like a broken record. I'm really, really proud of the friendship that we have, but I'm so, so grateful that this old book brought you into my life. So thanks so much for that. I'm gonna end off by reading one of my favourite chapters. I hope you like it. And I'm also just going to tell you really quick how, if you want, you can win a signed copy of this. So all I want you to do, it's really, really simple. You have to be subscribed to the channel. Come on, you knew that was coming. You have to like this video here on YouTube. And then I want you to go down into the comments and I want you, in whatever way you want, to wish Joys of Joy a happy birthday. I know it's a bit stupid, but you can type happy birthday Joy. You can leave a birthday cake emoji, whatever you feel comfortable with. And you don't feel comfortable commenting on YouTube right here, although that really, really helps the channel. So do likes and subscribes, all that stuff. They really, really help the channel. I'd love you to do it here, but if you would feel more comfortable doing it over on Facebook and Instagram, do that. So the chapter that I want to read is one of my favourites. I'm not even just going to do any backstory, any context. It's called Kitchen versus Bakery. And I just love this one. I hope I read it okay and I hope you like it. I woke one morning and slopped out as usual. This became my job, so to speak, in our living arrangements. But I had an excitement coursing through my veins and butterflies fluttering in my stomach. For today, all the waiting had come to an end. Today, the kitchen took on the bakery in a game of football played out in D-Yard on our break. There has always been a rivalry between Mountjoy's kitchen and bakery staff, apparently going back years. And this collection of prisoners were no exception. Talk had begun early of the impending game. Positions were being finalised and tactics were being argued and discussed at a feverish rate. A new, wonderfully polite gentleman had recently become a welcome addition to our staff in the kitchen. El Bill was a soft and caring man in his mid-50s who had such a warmth about him. Now, he didn't come into Mountjoy of his own free accord. The old bollocks had robbed the bank. But you'd never have thought it though, trust me. Although El Bill had from day one fit into our little family, we were even more excited to have him with us today, as he was a football coach too. I spoke up as the lads were arguing about whether or not to play with width or straight up the middle. Let El Bill take the helm, he seems to know what he's on about. As this was my first time playing for the kitchen in this hotly contested match, I hoped I wasn't stepping on anybody's toes by nominating El Bill, but my suggestion was met with unified agreement from the other lads. El Bill wasted no time in finding out the lads' preferred positions. Beezy was our man between the painted on posts, a huge intimidating man with a hunger for victory that was second to none. Fitzer informed El Bill that he would control the backline with a view to push him forward when needed. The little fella, who as it turns out is a fantastic footballer, took control of the centre mid, our general, who would control not only the pace of the game for us, but also conjure up majestic passing not seen since the days of the great Pelé. I was to play the part of the lone striker, making myself readily available and getting into positions that would ultimately contribute to our total and utter annihilation of this bakery team. We also had Budgie playing alongside Fitzer at the back and Nate O'Man tucking in just behind the little fella in the centre of the park, well, concrete yard. We got on with our kitchen duties but could hardly contain our excitement as the hour of kick-off approached. Fitzer was in full voice, boosting us with words of encouragement. Lads, we were close last time. This is our time. We can fucking do this. We can wipe the smirks off their fucking faces. We're on the kitchen. Beezy, always a level head, but an appetite for victory that almost matched his appetite for food, was being more practical. Just play the way you're facing. No need to beat every fucking player. Simple balls every time. I can only imagine this is how the Irish team felt in Stuttgart in '88 as they prepared to face England. I've been captivated by the lads' belief, sucked in by their enthusiasm. We can do this! The little fella, though, has been extremely quiet, perhaps steadying himself as he leads us out into battle. The clock in the kitchen crept closer to kick-off. Our Bill assembled us in the canteen to give us our final instructions. Fitzer then instilled in us the confidence to go out and fear no one, to take our chances, to make this our time, our day. The bakery is situated below the kitchen in the Joy, and the lads who work there must come through the kitchen in order to live. As they started to appear, decked out in their football attire, the banter began, all coming from us. You're having the fucking chance, boys, yeah? No point is even turning up, boys, yeah? You're having a fucking chance. The bakery lads didn't take the bait. They just stood silently, waiting for the officer to open the gate. Word had spread through D-Wing that this mighty battle was to take place, and as we walked out onto D-Yard, it was surrounded by what seemed like every prisoner from the wing, some cheering for us, others for the bakery, others just hoping to see a good match, and maybe a fight. The sun beat down on D-Yard, which let us know that even Mother Nature couldn't wait for this fixture to begin. The time had come, no turning back. Let's fucking do this, lads! Let's do this for the kitchen! Final score, bakery 16, kitchen 1. True story. They were fucking amazing. We were shite. The little fella, who was an astounding player even on this scoreline, and who had been quiet all day, simply looked at us and said, "Fucking idiots. They're all super fit. We're a pack of fat, lazy wankers." While there were some questionable tackles and a bit of pushing and shoving at the end of the match, we all shook hands. The bakery had won the game, and the slagging rights too. Well, what an anticlimax that was. Maybe next time. And that's my favourite chapter. Well, one of my favourite chapters. Thanks so much for spending this bit of time with me today. I hope everything is wonderful in your world. I hope you have a great Friday, and I hope you have an even better weekend. Remember, if you want to win a signed copy of this, just subscribe to the channel, like this video, and then in the comments either here on YouTube or over on Facebook or Instagram, just wish Joy a happy birthday. You can just write the words happy birthday, leave a birthday cake emoji, whatever you like. The competition will be over. It closes in a week, say a week from today, and then I'll do it again. I'll pull out a name and that person will win a signed copy of the book. I'm rambling now. Have a great weekend. Thanks so much. I'll see you all on Monday for a post, but for now, peace.